Let's dive into this, yeah? African racism. Shout out for these shams, man. Shout out these shams, man. Let's go.
What is he about to do, bro? Work. What? Work. What? Go work. What? What? Go work.
Man, it's crazy, bro.
The first minute of my stream.
Man. Oh my god, y'all, they threw the bananas at him. Bro, I gotta keep it real with some of y'all, bro. I don't know what made racism. What came up about racism, bro? Why are you treating someone bad? Because they have a different skin color than you? Like, that doesn't make sense to me at all, man. I just don't understand the concept of racism, bro. I gotta keep it real with y'all, man. As an African man myself, I've never experienced racism, not even once in my life. But that don't mean I haven't seen it happening to quite a lot of people. I gotta keep it real with some of y'all, man. But for these videos out here that I'm seeing people just being racist to speed and y'all, I gotta keep it real, bro. That's a sad, man. That's a sad to see, man. I gotta keep it real with y'all, man.
The first minute of my stream.
Yeah. I think when people think about racist countries outside of America, you probably think of some European country or maybe some Asian countries. And I mean, with recent history of Britain colonizing a lot of the world and just practicing imperialism, that would definitely make sense. But see, what a lot of people wouldn't expect is that some of the most racist countries, some of the countries that detest dark skin, are actually African countries. So if you guys aren't familiar with iShowSpeed, he's a popular Twitch streamer.
Buddy, hey, D-Shams, I gotta stop you back there, buddy. Not all African, man. North Africa. Mind you, they were the people that said they wasn't African really. Mind you. Damn. Allegedly. But I gotta keep it real, man. I know there are people, there's a lot of African countries, especially in this African Speed Africa tour, especially in Southern Africa, Kenya, Botswana, South Africa, all these wonderful countries, Ghana. Bro, he was giving love, man. Nobody was racist to Speed, bro. Even Botswana. I'm from Botswana, by the way. He was here. A lot of people were embracing him, dog. I was there, like a lot of people were out there around him. Love, man. All he had is love, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that like button if you enjoying the video. If you want, though. But hey,
he does these events where he basically tours the world. He's toured Asian countries, he's toured European countries, and this time around he decided to tour African countries. And as shocking and disturbing as it is, the next couple of clips I'm about to show you all happened in the continent of Africa.
Man, that's sad.
Where?
Oh my god. Y'all see how they called him the N-word in Algeria? And you know where the sad part is about this, man? I remember quite a lot of people on YouTube were addressing this, talking about this news. And then I was like, oh, I'm curious to see what iShowSpeed himself is going to say regarding the racism that he faced in Algeria and Morocco. Guess what, man? Speed said, oh, people are overreacting. I watched his, what do you call the documentary? Shout out Speed for that thing. It was so good, man. He said people were overreacting, especially about the stadium video, like where people threw bottles. Before I talk, man, I gotta show you this, man. And let me know what y'all think. Check this out, man. They definitely threw bottles at him, bro.
Oh, hell no.
Man, that's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
Man. Alright.
These are supposed to be.
You know what's said about it? They threw water bottles at him as soon as he entered the stadium. They also threw the water bottles at him when he was on top. And also he was like, people were overreacting. Those were rival teams, and you know that was expected. You know, like who's this streamer walking in? And that's what he said. I think he said something like that.
I went to the stadium. So yeah, see the stadium. I mean, a lot of people kind of look at it like in a bad way. But look, listen, I'm in Algeria. I'm going to their most rival game.
Oh, no. What they throwing?
They start throwing water bottles on. I was like, yo. I was like, oh, it's serious. Like, I wasn't even mad. I had just some YouTuber just walking in with a happy smile on his face, waving around while everybody's like, want my team to win, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even look at it that way of like other people try to give their own narrative on it. But I was just like, guys, it's not like, this is football. If you don't know about the culture of football, things get ugly sometimes in the culture.
And I'm like, Speed, you're not gonna be out here and ignore the fact that people were racist to you, bro. If those guys can throw a bottle at you, a black young man, what am I as an African black man gonna go to Algeria and face, bro? If they can do that to you as a celebrity, guess what? Who am I, bro? Let's keep it real. Who am I when they can do that to you, man? And the fact that you're ignoring it, you didn't give your thoughts and opinions on it and talk about how it made you feel, bro. You know you was upset on that, but you're not gonna speak out the truth, man. We know, bro. You don't love it, man. One day you're gonna sit down and be like, man, what was I saying, bro? Those people were being racist to me, bro. Bro, those people would be racist to you. Imagine if it was another person walking by in that stadium. They were not black. Guess what was gonna happen? They were not gonna do bottles at them. You know what they was gonna do? They were gonna call them to their side. Hey, man. Unfortunately, the people out here, they don't like being filmed. We would like to ask you not to film them and just, yeah, man, let's move on. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Then they move on. Cause you was black? They didn't waste no goddamn time. Let's throw water bottles at this black man. They threw water bottles at you, Speed. Huh? I hope this video reaches you at some point, buddy. And you had to take it. And the least you could do in that documentary, you should have at least said, hey, man, I didn't like how those people treated me. You could have said the country was nice. I understand. Algerian people are good people. There's a lot of good people out there. You enjoyed the food in Morocco. But at the same time, we can't ignore the fact that they were being racist to you, buddy. I gotta keep it real with you, man. And there were also videos of this other guy who said he's Middle Eastern in a way. He said he went to the stadium at some point and he was filming. Apparently, those teams that were playing, they don't like being filmed. They were rival teams. And guess what? They didn't throw water bottles at him. They came at him, told him, hey, we would like to ask you not to film these people because they don't like being filmed. You understand me? But guess what? Because he's not a black man, they were being so respectful to him. Huh? So, iShowSpeed, man, you are one of the biggest creators out there, man. You are an inspiration to some of us, man. You have so much influence in this world. The least you could have said, man, is talked about the racism that you faced around these countries and not sugarcoat it and not hide behind a mask and say, oh, man, y'all are overreacting and stuff. A lot of people were making news, bro. That was racism. I gotta keep it real with you, bro. I was so disappointed when you didn't address the racism issue that you faced in Algeria and Morocco in your documentary. But anyways, man, shout out Speed, man. One of the greatest to ever do it. The biggest streamer out there, man. Much love.
African people. If it was some country from Europe or Asia, I totally understand. Well, I wouldn't, because you can't really justify racism, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's sad to think that people from your own continent can think of you as inferior to the point where they actually want to physically harm you. And just for some context of those clips that I showed you, they were captured during AFCON 2026. AFCON standing for African Cup of Nations. Basically a huge soccer tournament that involves various African countries competing to see who's the best at soccer within the continent. And as you may have already guessed, when it comes to things like sports and having different nations, different teams, all competing with each other, things can get heated, things can get competitive, and people often adopt a herd mentality. And if you don't know what a herd or group mentality is, it's basically the tendency for individuals to align their views.
And I gotta keep it real. What's so sad about it is the guy who just called him the N-word. Like, I mean, yeah. Once again, I gotta say, man, Algerians, there's a lot of good people out there, man. But y'all gotta understand, bro. Some of y'all are racist, man, especially in North Africa and Morocco as well. Morocco was a bit better, bro. You know, y'all got good food, man. But I would have loved to go to Morocco or Algeria at some point in my life to go taste the good food that they have. Man, from how they treated this guy, iShowSpeed, man, I was like, man, I can't, bro. I really can't go there, man, for real.
Behaviors and emotions with the larger group to the point where it overrides their personal judgment. So think of it as something like peer pressure. And unfortunately, AFCON brought out the worst in a lot of nations. Nations like Algeria, Morocco, all showed some extremely racist behavior. Brief intermission, y'all. I'm here with an opportunity for y'all to make money doing something you probably already do. Play games on your phone. testing apps, playing games, and completing fun tasks. This platform is strictly mobile, so that means you have to use it on your phone, but it's a way to turn your downtime into a side hustle without you even. And I'll go ahead and feature you on my video. So again, for anyone who's interested, scan the QR code on screen or hit the link in the description to download Tester Up and make some money on today. So for AFCON 2026, which took place from December 21st to January 18th, Morocco was the host. Throughout the tournament, Morocco received honestly a lot of unfair referee decisions in their favor. And due to ambiguity and the fact that they were, hosting the AFCON, other teams kind of just had to deal with it. Whether it was with Cameroon or Nigeria, there was obviously a lot of unfair play going on.
And it was so unfair, bro. Especially Senegal. You remember there was a point when like the towel, the goalkeeper's towel, they kept taking it, bro. And I was disappointed when I saw Hakimi going at it, and they just took the towels of the other rivaling teams that they were playing with. And I'm like, damn, they were trying to rig it, bro. They were trying to win it. They were trying to do whatever they can to get that AFCON cup, man. But why do y'all play unfair? I heard that's part of especially in the football culture. A lot of people they have this lazies. They lie in the eyes of their goalies during penalties. I don't know, to blind them so that they can be able to score shots, which is kind of sad, man. I gotta keep it real bad, but it is so unfair that such a country that hosted the World Cup, AFCON, they were not even being respectful to their rival teams that they were playing against, bro. Like, what are we talking about, y'all? This is so sad, man. As an African, man, I'm proud to be African, but some of these African countries out here, man, especially North Africa, they were so not being unfair, bro. Especially on the AFCON African tour. I expected a lot of y'all to just behave. Be good, man, to show him the love, man. But hey, man, when I was watching that Algerian team, bro, I was like, man, I was so disappointed, man. I gotta keep it real, man. That was so sad to see, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and sub button, man. Let's keep it real, man. Exceptional.
That maybe at least they would keep this unfairness just on the field. But no, because preceding the finals match, the Senegalese team was forced to travel by train with little security, and they struggled to find a suitable hotel. Mind you, these are professional soccer players, athletes that are celebrities, and they still couldn't be properly accommodated. Them getting stormed by people like this in a country which obviously has a lot of people that doesn't like them, not only is a safety hazard, but it's a really bad look on the whole of Africa. Because you're telling me that some of the most highly esteemed people in the whole continent, especially in that moment leading up to the final when all eyes were on them, couldn't even be properly taken care of? That literally makes Africans a global laughingstock. And honestly, this next part, if I didn't see it with my own eyes, I would have had—
Hey man, Shams, come to Africa, man. Come to Botswana, come to the southern part of Africa or Kenya or whatever country out there, bro. They'll teach you good, man. They'll give you love, man. Bro, I'm keeping it real with you, man. They'll give you love. I gotta keep it real with you, man. For real. Come to Africa, man. You enjoy your time, bro. I promise you.
Hard time believing it even happened.
Extra time, Becca, and the drama wasn't just happening on the pitch. Behind Mendy's goal, with rain starting to fall, Morocco captain Achraf Hakimi tried to throw away the Senegal goalkeeper's towel.
Bro, that's so sad to see, man.
Controversy didn't stop there. Yaban Diouf, Senegal's backup goalkeeper, brought Mendy a new towel only for Morocco's Ismail Saibari to follow him and try and steal the towel.
They are jumping on him, bro. They really trying to fight him over a towel, bro. Like, why? Why, bro? Was that even necessary? Come on, man. That's sad.
Incredibly, Morocco's ball boys then wrestled Diouf to the floor, dragged him off the pitch, and chased him away.
Throughout the tournament, Moroccan players, ball boys, staff members were literally stealing the opposite team's towel. And if you didn't know, these towels are literally used to dry the goalkeeper's gloves so they can have sufficient grip. So although it may seem silly, these towels play a really important role. They can be the deciding factor on whether or not the goalie catches the ball, meaning they also play a factor in who scores and thus who wins. And just to show you how bad this situation got, the second string goalkeeper on the Senegalese side literally had to take the towel and run around with it, avoid people, get tackled, get harassed, just so he can protect the
mind you, this was happening, bro. Nobody went to them and said, yo, this is not cool. Where was the security? Where were the people that were supposed to regulate this? They just stood there and watched. As a black man was being dragged around the field. Huh? They did nothing, bro. Man, they embraced it as well, man. gotta
he
keep
stole
it
it
like
and
that.
gave
This
it to
was
the
sad,
starting
bro.
goalkeeper. Mind you, they were doing all this in front of the whole crowd, in front of cameras, basically in front of the whole world, with no shame. Like, I truly question how you can get any satisfaction winning this way. And oh yeah, for any of you guys wondering, what they were doing is very much illegal in soccer. Under normal circumstances, those players would have got red cards. But again, since Morocco was hosting the AFCON, they just said to hell with the rules. Whatever it takes for us to win. And so after all this harassment and mistreatment, at some point the Senegalese team just chose to walk off the field. And honestly, you can't blame them. But luckily the captain of the team, Sadio Mane.
Hey, shout out Sadio Mane, bro. One of the GOATs, man. Shout out Sadio. He really called them back. He stood out being the big man out there, man. They did win there. Oh my God. What a sweet revenge, bro. Y'all gotta see this, man. I ain't gonna lie,
come
bro.
back. And after a heated 20 minutes, the Senegalese team comes back and the match continues. The Moroccan player Brahim Diaz takes his penalty shot, and I mean, he just flops. Probably the worst performance of his career.
Facts,
honestly,
man.
there's an argument to be made that the reason why Morocco lost that match is because of racism. See, what Brahim Diaz did during that penalty is attempt a Panenka kick, which is...
Hey, man, I gotta keep it real, man. God spoke on that day, man. Shout out Allah. Shout out the Lord, man. He spoke that day, man.
This high risk, high reward type of kick, where instead of kicking the ball to either side with your full might, you sort of kind of gently chip it down the middle. And the goalkeeper who would have dove to either side of the goalpost wouldn't be able to block it. And maybe it was that same racism that helped the Senegalese goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy, figure out what Brahim Diaz was going to try to do. Because of course this ego-fueled racist would try to eliminate the other team in the most humiliating way ever. And in a crazy turn of events, well, I guess it wasn't that crazy because the Senegalese team was genuinely the better team. But in a turn of events, in an almost
Hey man, shout out Senegal in the chat, man. Y'all type W to Senegal, man. I gotta keep it real with y'all, man.
Poetic justice type of ending. Sadio Mane, the team captain of the Senegalese team, the same guy who stayed on the field when the rest of his team was walking out, the guy who showed resilience, grit, leadership, ended up scoring the game-winning goal. And that's the same reason why people say that day soccer won. Soccer beat racism.
Yeah, man. Shout out Sadio Mane, bro. That was great, man. Shout out Senegal, man. Y'all won that AFCON, even when the odds were against y'all, man. Y'all won against racism, which is so amazing to see, man. Hey, man, that shit put a smile on my face, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Because the Senegalese team genuinely had all the odds against them. From not having proper accommodations, to having a stadium that was against them,
just look at us, bro.
Just the uphill battle in general. This was literally the FIFA president's reaction to Brahim Diaz missing the Panenka.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is someone who's supposed to be neutral. And I mean, of course, everyone's gonna have a team that they favor more, but you can at least try to not express it in such an animated way. Honestly, in the atmosphere we live in today, it's nice to see the good guys, the people who chose to do the right thing, win. And I appreciate this next clip because I was super glad to find out that even outside the field, Sadio Mane is known for being a great guy.
Yeah, man. Shout out Sadio, man.
Toilets and the ablution area in a mosque. Here is how it all happened. After Liverpool's victory over Leicester in 2018, Mane, instead of resting, got in his car and drove to the Al Rama Mosque in Liverpool. It was already getting dark. Sadio walked in, took off his sneakers, and said hello quietly, as always. After prayer, a friend of his comes up and says, "Sadio, come over to my place. I'll make some tea. We'll hang out." But he just smiles. "No, brother, today is my turn. The toilets and the wudu area. I promise." He grabs a bucket, fills it with water, and rolls up his sleeves. A kid is running around nearby, cleaning, trying hard too. Sadio washes the floors, the walls, the faucet, thoroughly, just like his own home. One of the young guys took out his phone and filmed him. Sadio noticed, "Brother, don't, please delete it." The guy swore he wouldn't post it. By morning, the video was everywhere. Hundreds of thousands of reposts in just a few hours. People wrote,
"Shout out Sadio Mane." Mind you, bro, this is just a millionaire, bro. Sadio Mane is so rich, bro. He didn't even have to do this, bro. Just cause he's such a good man, bro. What an inspiration, y'all. He's just decided to just go help out to clean the toilets, bro. Name one person who's a millionaire who can do this. I'm waiting. Nobody, bro. Not really saying you should do that, but anyways, what Sadio Mane did show that this man is really truly a good man, bro.
It's the same guy who tore up Leicester yesterday, and Sadio later said calmly in an interview, "I didn't want this to be seen. It's a normal thing. If you're in a mosque, you help out. Even if you scored a goal yesterday and you're cleaning a toilet today, Allah sees it all the same.
And look, I know what some of you guys might be thinking. This is sports. Things got competitive. The herd mentality took over. This doesn't represent the country of Morocco and its people. And I agree, you're right. Because my goal here isn't to run some sort of smear campaign on Moroccan people. Obviously, the actions of the people in these clips don't represent the whole nation. But it's also sad to see that when some of the things that were occurring in these clips were happening, we didn't see any Moroccans stand up for the Senegalese team. At least from what the clips showed. And I think one of the saddest things about this whole situation is that a lot of Moroccan people don't even like to consider themselves African. And maybe it's because a good portion of the population,
man, that's what I said, man. They don't even consider themselves African, dog. Like, even them being racist to Speed, I'm kind of like, I kind of understand. They say they're not African, really. They don't want to associate with us, blacks, Africans. I see it, man.
Is lighter skinned because that always seems to be the trend in any location where you have people who are darker skinned and lighter skinned. For some reason, the lighter skinned people think they're superior. And maybe it's for that same reason that in 1987, after leaving the African Union, Morocco literally applied to be a part of the European Union. And if you couldn't guess, their application was rejected because ding, 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 they're not a European.
Hey, man. Imagine wanting to be in a particular group of people and they just reject you. Mind you, wanting to move out of your own people, man, and apply to be part of another group and they rejected you. Mind you, man, shout out Morocco, man. There's a lot of good people out there in Morocco, man. But, man, that's sad to see, bro.
State. And it's just so disheartening to see these type of things happen in the continent of Africa. In countries like Morocco, Algeria, South Africa, Egypt, the racism is horrible. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience because I've lived in Egypt. There are a lot of places where darker skinned people are referred to as abid, which is an Arabic word which basically means slave. Any darker skinned housekeeper, nanny, maid, honestly, most blue collar workers get this type of treatment. And the thing is, it doesn't just stop with adults either. And I'm sure this happens in a lot of other locations outside of Egypt, but this is just some of the things that dark-skinned Sudanese kids experience while living in Egypt, their neighboring country.
طب مصر حلوة ولا وحشة؟ حلوة زي السودان يعني، لكن أنا عاوز السودان أكتر. مصر مش حلوة. مصريين بيضربونا.
Oh man, imagine people beat them on the streets, y'all. That's so sad, bro. This is the world we live in, man. Can't lie, bro. Can't lie.
بيبقوا كويسين معاكي ولا لأ؟ لا. بيعملوا إيه؟
العيال بتجري ورانا بيضربونا.
ليه؟
من غير سبب بيضربوني. بيضرب.
ليه؟
معرفش. هنا لما تروح في الشارع المصريين يضربونا روح بلدكم. بلدكم وسخة ما تشتمونا.
This is sad.
بيضربوا الناس بس.
Yeah, that's sad to see, man. Yeah, man, that's about it, man. Shout out 40 Shams for the good video that he provided, man. But I gotta keep it real, man. I know some of y'all in North Africa are good people. But hey, man, we can't just ignore the racism that's just happened to iShowSpeed and how these kids are expressing how they were just being treated when they were there, bro. The neighboring countries in Egypt, man. It's sad to see, man. What? And I just wish one day racism could just stop, man. But hey, man, thank you for those of y'all who are watching this video to the end, man. I really appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the video, like the video. Peace!